Well, this is my latest work in progress. Let's just put the figure on the horse. Robert E. Lee, Confederate Commander-in-Chief, the American Civil War. I just highlighted the base work. So you can see it. Base work's all highlighted. I just put the moss and the terrain effects, plants and shrubs on. I've got to highlight the sword. And what else? Just a lot. I've done the buttons. Just highlight all the. It's just mainly finishing detail now. I've got to do. It's a larger figure than I'm used to doing, but my eyesight is getting a lot worse, so I have to do larger figures now and busts, resin busts, which are follow me. Let's go in my display area. What's the last one I've done? It's the latest. Tywin Lannister, Lord of Lion, from Game of Thrones. He's the third one from Game of Thrones. I've did the imp first. I did him first. He's got his Hand of the King badge on. And the heartthrob, there's Jon Snow. All engraved nameplates. Jon Snow from the Night's Watch that say on the front, on the nameplate. He was the second one I did. Signed with signature on the back. And I've done very varied subjects. I've even done some gypsum plaster bust of Slash. His top hat on, his trademark top hat. And I've done political figures as well. Did the greatest Britain ever lived, Winston Churchill, with his cigar. And that's got his quote, his famous quote, "Never surrender," Winston Churchill, on the nameplate, on the front. And he was a boyhood hero of mine, and so was this chap, John F. Kennedy, JFK. With his leather, got that sort of leather sheen to it. It's a flying jacket, I think, yeah, because he's in the United States. No, I think he's in the Navy. I'm not sure, but JFK, yes, got JFK. He was the 35th President of the USA on the front there. And his lover, Marilyn Monroe. He's a bit of a lad, JFK was, in his presidency. And she has got, hang on, yeah, she's got a US Air Force jacket on, with the leather sheen and the sheepskin collar. Screen goddess, Marilyn Monroe. And on the front of her nameplate, the song she sang on his birthday. I think the Bye Bye Baby, it say on the front there, on that one. Bye Bye Baby. Marilyn Monroe, USO tour, Korea, 1954. She done a tour for the troops. It's a morale booster. And I've got, to go with the bust, I've got these, you see here, at the, I think it's the top right hand corner as you're looking. She's with the mic and addressing the troops there. That's the same. That was the same tour in Korea '54, and then some other famous poses. They're phone cards, but whoever bought that figure, whoever buys the figure, I would put that, give that alongside it. So there'll be a nice sort of backdrop, so ready to the figure in the display cabinet. I've got some more gypsum plaster. The latest gypsum plaster bust I did was Lord Kitchener. The famous, he was on the famous recruiting poster of World War One, and he was lost at sea in 1917. But it's obviously flat back with the card on the back. So he would go up against the display cabinet, sort of the back, you know, the back wall. He's got his famous handlebar moustache, all these medals, and all the early tanks and troops at the bottom there, going around the base. World War One troops. I think it's got an early tank as well on it. Can't I think see that very well. No, that's a howitzer gun there. One Big Bertha, I think it was called. And on the other side, there's the early tank. So that's just a sample of my my work, my figurines I've been doing over, I suppose, over 40 years now. So yeah, I got the display, just one display cabinet. And I got all my models all there on the shelf, all up on the shelves there, and all case display models up the top there, dioramas and whatnot. Anyway, that's just a short snippet of what some more there, like in the background. More another little small display cabinet of busts in there, all resin busts, and some more figures up there, and food trophies. Oh, and it's just a headline for newspaper headlines, and me holding up another one of my busts. The Eastern Evening News in Norwich. They came around and done a piece on me. Oh, so it's me signing out then. Tony Woodward signing out. I hope you like my figures.